Hey, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, sisters and brothers, and folks in the diaspora. This is me again. Is Kojo promoting his stuff? Hey, what else am I going to do? Huh? Sit up here and watch television? I don't want. I rather paint, be creative some other way because that's what I do. Okay, so I'm going to show off a few. Actually, I just got these in mail today. What I usually do, I order a few copies, for some of my friends who don't like to, who just don't like ordering online for whatever reason. They prefer doing otherwise. So if some of the people who admire my work are some of my followers, they can just contact me and I'll send them a copy. We could talk about the details. They could just email me. And so this is the calendar. I just got these today. This is the author's copy. When you upload your format, you upload your PDF file, which is composed of the calendar, book, or whatever you self-publishing. Once it's approved, then Amazon will allow you to purchase up to 999 copies at printer's cost. Now, I've never done that because I don't want to be running around, attending art fairs and book signing anymore. I used to do that for years, and for decades, really. But I'm at the ripe old young age where I don't want to do that anymore, right? I'd rather just lay around in my apartment and just create, reminisce and stuff like that, write memoirs. And you see all the stuff, different things I have on that I made available on social media, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, what else? Something else. I'm missing something. But anyway, I'm there. I have a lot of things because, I'm a photographer. I was a freelance photographer. And actually I earned a living as a goldsmith and a model maker, making models for lost wax casting and things of that nature. But anyway, I'm going to talk about my calendar. This is my latest design here. And this one happened to be 8.5 by 11. You notice my cover. Actually, this is it's really a collage of two paintings. But it looked like probably one, but it's actually is two different canvases. Okay. You can find out the details, if you're interested on in my online gallery. You notice here, this is the first page, which is, January, of course. And at the top, I have, a photo of my image, of my studio, really, of my, little workshop. It only takes a corner of my space here. Anyway, this is a home gallery, home studio virtual tour, which you will also find further down on my, on the Facebook timeline. You see. And some of the interior here. Beneath each painting, you'll notice the description of the painting. That's just for, those who are interested or maybe they want to or who. You never know. Somebody may see something they like enough to inquire as to whether or not it's available, still available. Here's, you see these here. Yeah. And then here, you notice on the opposite side, I have a space for notes. And the rest of the book, catalog, paperback in this case, is space for notes, to take notes. I didn't do any wall calendars. I think the paperback, well, I do. I have made a couple, but I don't know. They didn't really catch me too well. I prefer the paperback because the paperbacks you can carry them around, or you can move them around, and you could, it's more convenient than going to your wall to look at a calendar. Of course, they all, it's all good. It's all good, depending on what you like. What's worked for you. Okay. Those are black and white photos that I took years ago. You'll find them on my online gallery. They are part of the print on demand. You could print them out any size you like, or just about, anyway. I also have a couple of coloring books too on there, in my gallery here. So this is the 8.5 by 11 here. That's the front cover and the back. I'd leave it blank, And this is my favorite so far to date. Well, one of them. This is the little 8.5 by 5. Real. You could put it in your pocket or purse. Yeah, that's the inside. Oops. You see, then you got your opposite page for your notes. This is very convenient here. We're talking, I won't even name the price. You can find that out, but it's less than $10 here. Look at that. Sharp, huh? Look at that. Yeah. That's what, the models for these here is actually, it's only one person. I just done 3 images of her. You get a lot of models, I can say not models so much as, you get a lot of inspiration, just by looking at people's profile images on social media. It sort of remind you of something or someplace, you see. And check this out. Mm-hmm. You see? Not bad, huh? That's July. I know that one is sold. I think I sold that one. I've done that years ago. But anyway, that's not the point. This is a calendar. A little paperback pocketbook size calendar, and the images is images of some of my paintings, and then the rest of the book will be about. The book is about 30-some pages, you know. Okay, I'll show you these. This is my latest pride and joy here. It's my Sankofa. That's the name of the book, the title of the book, which is a memoir of my life in Ghana for 11 years. That's where I got the ideas of doing so many things that I'm doing now. And this is one of the men, that's the main man there. That's my grandfather. Hey, Pop. You know, this guy was 12 years old when the Civil War started. And he took off right away from the plantation. We're looking for the Union Army. And he found it. But he was too small, so they gave him a job of being a servant. You know, not a servant. You know, working around the camp. And in the evening, they would teach the free slaves how to, you know, how to read and write. They would teach them the alphabet. And he was a quick learner. And so after the war, he became a teacher. He started teaching other people, you know, other image people. And that's how he, anyway, that's Pop. That's Grandpop. The guy lived to be 102 years old. He passed in 1951. I was in Korea. I was 17 years old. But anyway, that's not, you know. This is my memoir. This is a detail, well, about my life in West Africa from 1965 to 1976. Where's my baby at? I saw a picture here a minute ago. Oh, yeah. Oh, no, that's not her. Anyway, it's got a few photo images in there. Images. This is some of my first work. Some of my first creation made out of cow horn. I was told, look, you can't do, you can stay in Africa and Ghana as long as you want, but you got to figure out some way to take care of yourself, because there's no jobs for you. You don't have any kind of degrees, any skills. You got to be able to contribute, not just for yourself, but to someone else. So there's no jobs available for you that an African cannot fill or can't fill. So I had to figure out some kind of way if I wanted to stay there. So hell, and they sure wasn't buying painting. You know, just like people's here. A lot of people don't buy art. They love it, but they can't afford to have other priorities. So I had to figure out some kind of way to earn a living, and got found the way, which was carving cow horn, you know, doing reproductions of traditional art, symbols and, you know, sculpture pieces. And that way I was no threat to the indigenous, you know, craftsmen, and I could sell to tourists when they started coming. You know, and they began coming to Ghana, I think around 1967, somewhere around. I had been there a couple of years, so I was pretty, and these are some of my old friends here. I'm not going to go into details. Yeah, it's got about 300 and some pages in here, in large font, so people, you know, make it easier to read. That's a goldsmith, you know, where I used to go around. Of course, this picture was taken on my last visit, during my last visit to Ghana, which was 2007. That was for their 50th anniversary independence. Okay. All right. Let me get through here. I'm getting a notice that my time, my disk is full, so I don't know what that means. But anyway, this is the way it looks here. Okay. Anyway, you can check it out. It's all on Amazon, print on demand. Oh, and here's one more. I gotta squeeze Obama in. I like it. I don't think too many people don't like it. Well, they like it, but they don't like enough to buy it. Like people, some of my friends would say, "Hey man, I love Obama. You know, I mean, I supported him and all that, but I ain't got $55." Oh, I shouldn't say that, should I? Well, anyway, so this is Obama's journey to the White House. I began taking photos of Obama from in 2004. You know, when he was running, when he first began running. And, you know, I was freelancing for some of the local weekly newspapers. You know, that's what politicians sort of gravitate towards the freebie because, you know, they don't have any money when they first started running. And so they, you know, it's the local news media, you know, like the weekly that they sort of pay a lot of attention to. And so that's when I accumulated all these photos. So this is Obama. You can see his age. Oh, this is when he visited our building, the very building I'm living in. I took a lot of shots. You know, most newspapers, they can only use one or two. But I would go and I would shoot up a whole row. And when the digital came out, digital camera, man, I would shoot, for each event, I would shoot maybe 100. You know, I just shoot everything in sight. And so that's how I accumulated a lot of photographs. You know, yeah. So these are some of the, I gotta go fast. I'm getting a warning that the disc is full. Okay. And then, oh, when he done the grand opening for the Smithsonian Museum of African-American History and Culture, and so I went there in order to, you know, to participate or to witness the grand opening of the Smithsonian Museum for African American. So I began taking pictures, you know, as I left Chicago. And so I took all these photos, you know, all these here. I even got some shots, I got some close-up shots of the, you know, the presentation. You know, you see that. So the book has about, closest to, that's our tour guide. Hey, Chris. She was our tour guide. Once I reached D.C. As a matter of fact, her father and I served in the same unit in Korea, the Deuce 4. That's his baby girl. Okay, let me go back there. She'll tell you about it. And so this is the interior of the museum. In fact, it's intentionally dark, you know, sort of to create an atmosphere of how a slave ship would look, you know, on the interior. So I'm going fast, but anyway. And so these are the book. I think it's I know it's unique that no one else have a book like this, a paperback book like this. And that's yours truly. And these are some of the guys, they did represent us. You know, usually we have books of our entertainers and, you know, athletes and, you know, but they gave us a floor, really, not just for black soldiers, period, you know, that participated, you know, in the different wars that made this country what it is today, whether it was it was good or bad. If without us, I mean, you know, but anyway, that's another story. We have to. I'm thinking that we should pay more attention to our black military heroes. You know, after all, freedom wasn't free. Mm-hmm. Okay, so let me see. That's it. Yeah, that's it. Because, you know, everybody write about their history. And history is horrible. It's for the losers, but, you know, that's what mankind do. That's what we do. And that's what great nations, that's how great nations became great nations. You were by force. You wasn't by singing and dancing and playing basketball and baseball and entertaining. It was about somebody came over here or went there or wherever and took it over. Okay, that's enough preaching for today. You notice I didn't put the title on the front. I put it on the spine, and also put it on the back. My intentions was and is to encourage people to open up the book and look inside. Okay, all this you'll find on my online gallery and Facebook and everywhere else I can put it. Okay, let me get out of here. Thanks for looking, listening, and be creative. And I wish you all the very best for 2022. Hey, if I make it to March, I'll be 90. Oh, let me shut up. I'll be 89. I won't be no in and out yet. Okay, bye-bye. Take care. Love you all. Peace. And life is what you make of it, really. That's the bottom line. Remember that.